This conference will now be recorded.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel Medicine Ki Pathshala. This is Dr. Manali. So today we'll be talking about how to maintain good posture during work from home. How to stop damaging your spine in this pandemic where work from home is a new culture to adopt, right? Look, not everyone has a home office or a proper workstation setup, right? So now the question arises, what do we do? What are the ergonomic tips? What are the suggestions to optimize your posture? Or what happens to your body when you don't look after your posture? And most importantly, what are the specific exercises or the stretches one should perform to keep your spine, to keep your joints healthy enough while working from home, right? So don't worry, I'm here to answer all your questions. So, look, muscles are being used more efficiently in good posture. So what happens it allows the body to use less energy, which will ultimately help you to focus more on your work. Fine. So here are some simple suggestions which you can practice to help optimize your posture and improve your comfort at home. Let's get started. So number one is give your back proper support. Yes. See, there are natural curves and arches of our back, right? There's one on the neck, there's one on the upper back, there's one on the lower back. So can you see the pic? Can you see this pic in which you can see this arch, right? This curve. So that's a primary natural curve. So even if you are sitting on a very comfortable chair, you should or you must require something, a cushion or a rolled up towel to support or to give this support to this arch of your back. Fine. So you should be giving proper back support while sitting. What if you don't give? You can ask me a question that what if we lack in giving good support to our back? What happens, right? So if you don't give, then the patient might complain of all these things. What is it? He might complain of upper back pain, shoulder pain, lower limb pain. There would be pressure on the spinal disc, pressure on the paraspinal muscles, and it might also go for disc prolapse. Now the question is, how do we prevent it, right? What should be done to prevent all those things, right? So the simple answer is exercises and stretches. Now, what should we do in exercises and stretches? Let's talk about it. So, these two are the most important and most effective exercises for your back. So, number one is the spine stretch. Can you see this guy in this first pic? Can you see the posture of it? See, all these exercises does not require any special equipments or any props, right? So, keeping all those things into my mind, I have kept very easy exercises, right? So, what you require is your working chair, the chair on which you're sitting. So the posture, can you see the posture of this guy? He is completely extending his spine with his complete arms open and the neck should be looking straight. Fine. So if you do this, you will feel complete stretch on your spine, right from the upper spine to the lower spine. That is right from the neck to the buttocks. So this is stretch number one. Now you can hold this stretch for 5 seconds and you can do this exercise for 5 counts. All right. Now, stretching number two, that is stretching of your shoulder muscles. Simple exercise. Your hands should go around the chair, the back of the chair, and you just have to join your both hands. And your neck should be in extended posture. This is very important. The position of the neck is very important. That is, it should be slightly raised up. Fine. So, can you see these two stretches? These two stretches are very important to keep your back intact. All right. Now, point number two is use of proper foot rest. See, using what happens if you use a proper foot rest? Number one, it distributes your body weight evenly on both hips, right? Number two, this will keep your knees slightly raised above your hip level. So what will happen? It will avoid any unwelcome pain in the knee joints, right? So a proper footrest is very, very, very important to avoid any blood circulation problem, to avoid any blood clots, to avoid any lower limb pain, or to avoid any varicose vein problem. What is varicose vein? It is twisting and turning of the veins of the legs because of the poor blood circulation. So now you can understand, right? Not using footrest or not using a proper footrest might lead to so many problems. Now, what do we do to prevent it, or what do we do to overcome such problems? Let's talk about that. So let's talk about the exercises. Fine. So the exercises could be done in 3 different postures: lying, sitting, and standing. So in lying, as you can see, this lady is lying on the floor. You can use the yoga mat, and your body should be in 90 degrees. Fine. The green line, can you see? That is just for the preference, that is reference, that is 90 degree. Fine. So your leg should be up against the wall and your back should be completely supported. And what you need to do is just rest. No movements, no exercises here. Just completely rest. So what will this do? It will improvise the blood circulation right from your ankle to your knees, to your hips, to your back, to your heart, to your brain. So what is it doing? It is improvising the blood circulation all over your body. Now exercises in sitting. Simple exercise. This lady is sitting on the edge of the couch, and what to do is just toe up and then relax. Toe up and then relax. Fine. This again you can do 5 to 10 times and you can hold it for 5 seconds. In this you can hold it for 5 minutes. This exercise is so relaxing that I'm sure you will be easily able to hold it for 5 minutes. All right. So this was exercise number 2 in sitting posture. Now comes exercise in standing posture. Simple exercise, that is toe raise. In standing posture, you can take the support of your hand on the table and you just have to raise your toes and then again relax. Again raise your toes and again relax. Okay. Again, you can hold it for 5 seconds and you can do 5 to 10 counts. All right. So this were the exercises to avoid varicose vein problem and to avoid any lower limb blood circulation issues as well as pain. Fine. Now let's go to the third important point, that is adjust the height of your laptop. Yes, that is very, very, very important. You should place the laptop at a distance of 18 to 30 inches at eye level, and you should ensure that the brightness of the screen is ambient with the room's lightning. Why? If you don't do it, then you will complain of eye strain, headache. If you don't keep the laptop at the eye level, you might complain of headache, of neck pain, of upper back pain. Fine. So for this, you make sure that your monitor is at the eye level, and your keyboard is at a comfortable height where your elbow is at a resting position on the table. Fine. If you're using a laptop, then you can use a separate keyboard and mouse, and you can use a laptop riser, or if you don't have a laptop riser, you can simply use some books to raise your laptop. Fine. So adjusting the height is very important. Now, what if you don't do it? What if you don't adjust your height? You will definitely are going to face all these problems. Fine. Now, how do we ensure that our neck is intact while performing work from home, right? So let's practice some exercises. What do we do? So there are 2 types of exercise. One is stretching and one is active exercise. So can you see this picture? And this a lady is completely stretching her neck and her upper back. So this is complete extension. You just have to try and look up at the ceiling, at the fan of your ceiling, and hold that position for 5 seconds. Then try and look down at your tummy and again hold this for 5 seconds. So this is it you have to do, in which you will feel the stretches right from the neck towards the chest and here, and right from the neck towards your upper back. Now comes the other exercise. Those are active exercises. Simply, you just have to move your neck up, down, left, right, and rotation of your neck. See, here people fail to do it properly. They use their eyes instead of neck. Fine. So please don't use your eyes in, looking up and down. You can better close your eyes and do the exercises. So you just use your neck and not only your eyes. All right. So these were active as well as stretching exercises for your neck pain. Now, what about the eye strain? See, taking care of your eyes is very, very, very important. You blame it on the extended work hours, on online classes, or binge watching during lockdown, or even prolonged exposure to the harmful blue light from the gadgets. So there has been a significant rise in eye-related problems of lately. So especially dry eyes and itchy eyes, conjunctivitis and all. So to help relieve the stress on your eyes, one should perform home remedies. Let's talk about the home remedies first. So what you can do is you can simply place cucumber slices on your eyelids, or you can simply keep those cool metal spoons on your eyelids for 2 to 3 minutes. So that will help you relieve the strain of your eyes. Fine. You can also perform all these exercises like Tratika method. Let's talk about that. So these are some yogasana exercises, right? So there are two types of Tratika exercises. One is active movements and one is focus exercise. So what is this Tratika exercise? So to perform this exercise, one can do it. Sorry. So what you do is you have to look at the extreme corners of the vision, that is left and right, up and down, and rotation of your eyelids. So these all exercises you can do about 5 to 10 counts. You can see the pics, right? For your reference, I've shown the pic in which the person is looking in the extreme left, in the extreme right, extreme up, extreme down, and lastly, the rotation of the eyes. So this will help to relieve the pain, the strain from the eyes. Now comes the other exercise, that is focused Kratika exercise, in which the lady is focusing on the flame, right? You will just lighten up a flame and just focus on the flame. So what happens is, number one is you will shed tears. There would be watery eyes, right? So this will ultimately, you will get rid of dry and itchy eyes. And second, you will be able to focus. You will be able to concentrate. So for this candle exercise is very important. Fine, guys. Now, next point is use of adjustable chair. Yes, while sitting, using a chair which is not too low or not too high is very, very, very important to avoid any back or any wrist pain. Fine. So what you can do is you can simply use a cushion. You can simply use a cushion under your chair to raise the height of the chair, right? So, or else you can also use a rolled up towel behind your back to to give support to your lower back. All right. Now, what do we do here? Well, as I said, right, that you will go for any wrist pain if at all you're not using your chair properly, if the height is not proper. So what do we do to prevent the wrist pain? So let's talk about that. So you can do certain exercises for wrist joint. There are three types of it: stretching, active, and strengthening. So in stretching, you simply need to stand against the table. You can stand against your working table and do the stretches. Can you see the placements of the hands of this lady here? So this is how you can stretch. You will feel the stretch right from your arm to the forearm to the wrist and to your palms. Hold the stretch for 5 seconds. You can do it for 5 counts. Second is active exercise, in which you simply need to flex your wrist, extend it, deviate it internally, externally, that is outer and inwards, and simply do the rotation of your wrist joint. Okay. And the third important is strengthening. You can use the smiley ball. I'm sure everyone must be having the smiley ball, right? You can use 2 smiley balls at a time and simply just press the smiley balls. So what happens? It will strengthen up the smaller muscles of your palm, and it will give the good strength to your wrist joint as well as to your elbow joint. All right. So this was all about exercises for your wrist joint. Now the next point is don't sit for too long. I know it is very difficult to follow. It is difficult for me too. But yes, it is very important to follow this. That is, don't sit for too long. You can actually change your posture in regular intervals, let's say in 20-30 minutes. You can take micro breaks. You can drink water, go and stretch your body. You can just go for a short walk, of course, in the house. And you can do certain exercises. What type of exercises? Let's talk about it. So see, for your simple understanding, I have categorized 12 types of exercises. In all these 12 exercises, I've also mentioned for how many seconds you should perform and how many times, where you should perform, what should be the position of the person while performing the exercises. Fine. So I hope this will make it very simple for you to perform, right? So here we will be focusing, each and every part of your body is getting focused here, right from your wrist to your elbow to your shoulder, your side back muscles, your upper back muscles, your shoulder muscles, your wrist muscles, your neck muscles, your thigh muscles, your lower limb muscles, your back muscles, every muscle, each and every muscle is getting worked out during all these 12 exercises. Fine. So try and perform it. So what happens is you will give a break from your work, okay? and you will be able to use that time productively by using exercises. Okay. Now, these are other important points, right? The points which I told you were important, of course, but these are the other important points. What is it? Don't cross your legs. Don't go for cross sitting. Distribute your weight evenly on both hips, right? As I told you. Keep your feet flat on the floor, right? Don't keep them hanging. You should keep it flat on the floor or on the footstep. Bend your knees at the right angle. As I said, if you don't do it, then you will unnecessarily welcome the knee pain, right? And very important for the ladies out there is don't tie your hair too high and too tight. This is simply because otherwise we'll complain of a headache. All right, guys. So, guys, listen to your body. If it pains, it always has something to say. Fine. So I guess I made it quite easy enough to make you understand. I have inserted certain pictures, certain visualizations so that you can easily understand and you can easily perform the exercises. All right, so please try and practice these exercises on daily basis. Follow the suggestions which I have given on daily basis. And if you have any questions, any queries on this, feel free to share with me on the comment box in the YouTube channel. So, all right, guys, this was my brief note on posture correction. Please share in the comment box how was it and which topic shall I come up with next. All right, so this is from my end. Please subscribe to this channel, guys. Click on the bell icon for getting notified when I come up next with some interesting topics. So, yeah, stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much.